short, sharp, very emotional schedule, not just physically, but on the mind as well, with the way those close games have been. How are they all doing? Are you up for tonight?
Yeah, absolutely. We are ready for tonight's game, and everyone is very happy and fresh at the same time. And I think boys are really looking up today's game because it's a game which will decide who will be top the tables, and it is a very important game for us. So yeah, we'll play like that.
What about the pitch? You probably watched a bit of that second game, didn't you? UAE posted the first 200 plus score. What kind of a total would you like this evening?
Yeah, I think when UAE was batting, it was looking good, and I think anything around 160, 170 would be a good score on this wicket, particularly the way the pitch is behaving today. So I think anything around 160, 170 would be a good score.
Final question, any changes to your starting 11?
Yes, we have one change. Jora misses out, and in place of him, we have Lokesh Bum.
Okay, mate, nice to see you. Best of luck tonight. Nepal winning the toss, choosing to bat first. What would you have done, honestly, now, Jatinder?
We wanted to bowl first actually because in the second innings the dew comes into play. So we were looking to bowl first.
You probably haven't quite had as much drama as Nepal have, but even that last game against the UAE, you had to scramble to get over the line. You've stayed unbeaten. How much belief is there in this group? It seems like a really tight-knit group of players.
Yeah, I mean, as I've been always telling that we are a great talented bunch of cricketers. It's just that we lack bit exposure, but I think with time they are picking up well, and they know now how to seal through from the current situation. So I think the morale in the camp is really high, and boys are looking forward to the game.
How much of a challenge will Nepal be? How good a side are they?
Well, they're very good side, and they hunt in packs, so they are very competitive side.
Okay, final question. Any changes to your starting 11 tonight?
No, we are going with the same team.
Jatinder, lovely to see you.
Thank you.
Best of luck. Okay, that's going to wrap it up from out here in the middle. Nepal, they've won the toss. It looks a much better batting surface tonight. Are you going to see some high scores? We'll find out soon. Nepal will bat first. Well, that was the news from the middle about 50 minutes ago. We were down there for the toss, and just the one change we see for Nepal. Maybe not the change that people would have speculated about. Kushamal has held on to his place in the 11. He's coming for a lot of criticism on social media. There always seems to be one Nepal player under the microscope. Let's hope the left-hander can get back to his best tonight, and it will be Lokesh Bam who comes in place of Sandeep Jora instead. For Oman, Paresh, they've gone with the same team. They've had a really good tournament, probably a little less dramatically than Nepal. They've managed to find those wins. That game against the UAE, though, they really were pushed right to the brink.
That was a very close one the day before in the afternoon. Oman getting home in the last over. They needed 10 runs in the last over. It's a very formidable side, Oman. This is the game between the two top sides of this tournament, Oman and Nepal.
Yeah, I can give you the confirmation as well. You'll have seen it probably all over your social media feeds. Oman and Nepal have both qualified for the ICC Men's T20 World Cup 2026 in India and Sri Lanka. A historic day, a halcyon day for both of these nations. For Oman, it will be a trip to a fourth T20 World Cup after their debut all the way back in 2016 in India. So a return, potentially, if they get put into one of the groups in India, to where their journey started out. They hosted, of course, at this very venue in 2021 in the post-COVID event, and then they were in the Caribbean last year with that fantastic super over tie that they ultimately lost against Namibia in the most dramatic of circumstances. And for Nepal, it will be a third T20 World Cup, and I think they will be one of the stories of that World Cup next year. Again, if they're placed into a group at India, you can only imagine the biblical, almost unheralded scenes of the number of people of Nepali origin that will cross over the border, get into India, and I think sell out every single stadium. That would be my prediction for their 4 group games, but we'll have to wait and see which group they'll be placed into. They'll be there, so too will Oman be. Congratulations to Stuart Law, huge congratulations to Duleep Mendis in particular, for him to do it with basically an entirely different set of players about 18 months on. Incredible achievement.
Yeah, the team of Oman, they had to undergo a fast change in the team. Top players who played the World Cup 2 years ago, 2024, last year, some of the players are not there.
Yeah, I'm going to double check, but as far as I can remember, I think it's an entirely new squad, or the very best part of a completely new squad. So a huge achievement. Duleep Mendis has been around cricket in Oman for well over a decade now. He's been integral to all of its success, and many congratulations to not just him but also Mr. Pankaj Kimji, the chair of the board, who has really done an incredible job. The vision for this ground and the development of cricket here in Oman, quite sensational, and it really is remarkable. Yeah, let's get a look. Don't think a single one of that squad. Jatinder Singh, just the one. And Shakil Ahmed, 2 of them. Okay, and Sufyan Mahmood was there, so 3. 3 of the squad of 15. That's all there is that remains from 2 years on. So it'll be one of the new players, Shah Faisal, who's had a good start to his international career to get things going. As Kushal Bertel and Asif Sheikh open up the batting. Looks like a better surface this evening. Plenty of runs in it for UAE. The first 200 plus score of the entire tournament was scored this afternoon.
Yeah, it looks like a belter of track. You can see the sheen on the wicket. Not much of a grass covering. 225 that UAE posted in the afternoon.
Incredible to think. So look at that, a turnover of 12 different players in this Oman squad. Just Jatinder Singh, Shakil Ahmed and Sufyan Mahmood remain from 18 months prior. The new guns, despite a lack of international experience, we heard Jatinder Singh talk about that at the toss, have got it done, and in all reality that's got to go down as one of the great achievements in associate history, and certainly in recent associate cricket.
Yeah, only 3 players still there in the squad of 15. Jatinder Singh named the captain earlier.
They took over the reins from Akib Ilyas. At one point, probably about 2 years ago, was probably seen as the most informed cricketer in the associate game. So the first runs of the night will belong to Kushal Bertel. Just the single. And for Nepal, a return to the T20 World Cup. They didn't have to wait as long as they did for their second appearance. 10 years, a decade of hurts, and this time just 2 years back-to-back appearances. And probably, despite some of the chaos and the drama and the cardiac kids, or the cardiac kings as I've seen them referred to a little bit of late, they deserve their place.
Absolutely they do. They've played very good cricket in this tournament, and they've played well against West Indies, beating West Indies 2-1 in the bilateral series last month.
Well, it's probably the most un-Nepali way possible that they could have qualified or confirmed their qualification today. They weren't even on the park, that's why there was no drama. There's a big wide one is attempted to be driven through the covers, no contact made, wide given. And yeah, you couldn't ride it, could you, with Nepal? You would think that, given what we've seen before this afternoon's game, all 5 prior Super 6 matches have gone to the final over with the variety of between 9 runs and 12 runs required. Nepal somehow came out on the right side in 2 of them.
Talking about the game against Qatar, they are on the back foot in the first 10 overs.
Nicely worked into the leg side. That shows how good this pitch is. It's just pinged off the bat, hasn't it? Just going to correct myself. Jatinder Singh and Sufyan Mahmood were standby players for that T20 World Cup last year. So if you want to kind of be really clinical about it, it's just Shakil Ahmed who's been retained. So that's basically, let's call it in essence an entirely new squad to qualify for back-to-back World Cups. Well, my hat is doffed to you, Mr. Dilip Mendes, sir. An outstanding job. And yeah, Oman absolutely deserve their place at the top of the table. Lot to play for tonight though, isn't there, despite the fact that both sides have qualified. You'll want the silverware, you'll want to win this tournament, you'll want your T20I rankings points, but also critically, perhaps most critically, if you finish above both of the other 2 associate qualifiers from this group, you're more likely to get a better seeding in that T20 World Cup next year.
Yes, that is why this game particularly is very important for both the sides. They want to win it, secure the first position in the table, like you said, win the silverware.
It is a little sad that we won't have the well, the chaos or the drama or the remarkable scenes of a final over finish to decide one of the qualification spots. As these two are already through. Good diving stop gets us to the end of the fourth over. That's Sufyan Mahmood. It's the first over.
Shanik Energy 8. Energy भनेकै Red Bull.
Skyward Home Appliances.
गजब